My camera is sitting on a tripod that is not very well secured, so if my camera breaks, this would not be uploaded. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Dani, Daniela, Dani for short, which is why my logo is La Dani. I wanted to make an introduction before I get into more depth of like how to start a lash business. I wanted to give you guys personal intro. I just want to be very transparent with you guys as the owner and CEO of my company that I am launching very soon. I want to be so involved with you guys. I want to build a strong community. I get all motivational and stuff, but like I just really am really excited. I just want to help someone out there starting their own lash business, whether it is lash, lip gloss business, any kind of business. I think following business plan overall is really important and key to having a successful growth. If you guys know me, the ones that been knowing me know that I've always had visions whether to start up my own business in general. I grew up with my mom and my dad as entrepreneurs. They've always been entrepreneurs all their life. They've never depended on anybody. Maybe like when they were younger, they've always had their own business. They've always hustled and worked really hard. They never really worked for a company or anything like that. Growing up as Mexican parents, sometimes that struggle is real. You have to do what you gotta do. My mom, she's owned a couple of restaurants before. I've always grew up with that mentality of like, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to own my own business. I want to be just like them. Seeing them work really hard has really truly inspired me to not work for anybody else. A little backstory about myself. I'm from California. Shout out to the people from LA. I'm from Los Angeles, California, Huntington Park to be exact. Oh, you know, I'm a natural chola at heart. Just kidding. So I was born in California, then I moved to Texas when I was about 3 years old, 4 years old. I moved to Dallas, so shout out to Dallas. Another city at 10 years old, and then I'm still here. So yes, I am still living with my parents. I am 30 years old. I do pay rent. I don't live here for free. You know, I've always worked. I've always contributed. Please don't throw shade at me. I'm not fully ready. I'm actually preparing myself to get me a home. Like I've always dreamed of owning my own home with a big yard and me and my dog, just me and my dog. That is my dream. That is my goal. That's what keeps me going in life. And I'm just like, I want to own a house. I don't want to live in an apartment. I want a house. I just been manifesting it that it's gonna happen. I may live in my parents' house, but like I'm still very, very independent. Like I don't ask anyone for money. I pay my dues. I'm just like, I'm doing me. And I'm just trying to make it. I want to show my parents that, hey, like I can do something. I can do something out of myself. Okay. My dream is just to own my own business, to show my parents, hey, like I can move out. Being a Mexican, being a Latina, it's a lot of pressure when it comes to moving out. I'm their little niñita. I'm their little baby girl. My sisters moved out. My brothers are still here. So I'm like the only girl other than my mom. I guess they worry about me, about like what I'm gonna do. I don't have much friends, but like they know that it's been a struggle. Everybody has a story. The name behind La Dani has been like just this whole big difference. My first job was with my mom. I worked with my mom at a restaurant. Two Amigos, that was the name of the restaurant. Shout out to all the people that visit. But I was there as the dishwasher. I was cleaning out the tripas, I was brooming, I was serving people. Me and my sisters, you know, we will only get paid tips, but that was my first job ever. Then it became to be a musician. When I was 16 years old, my dad told me, hey, you're gonna play bass. Older brother and my older sister, we were in a band, in a little rock Christian band. That was like my second job. That was like my main real job. I couldn't really hang out with friends. I was busy, you know, practicing bass. My brothers are still going hard on the whole band situation, and I think that works for them. I'll leave their link in the bio if you guys want to check them out and go support them. I called it quits at 22 years old. Later had a boyfriend and I was like, you know what, I want to be with my boyfriend. I don't know, I want to do practices anymore, and I chose my boyfriend. I just didn't find the passion of playing bass. Although I really loved performing, I just wasn't really passionate about it. And I went to college, the Fashion Institute of Dallas. I transferred to El Centro College. I graduated with a fashion design degree. An internship, and I didn't really get paid at all. Just went just to get the experience. I think me making the decision of being a fashion designer just really got inspired by the Lauren Conrad show. Like I loved
just like seeing Lauren Conrad do her thing, and it just kind of inspired me to like go to fashion school because I just wanted to be like her.
I did not pursue fashion design, although like, you know, I did wanted to start my own clothing line a couple of times. I wanted to do my own like gym wear a couple of times. I wanted to do like a pillow collection. You know what I mean? Like I've tried different businesses, but I've never taken the initiative to really follow a business plan like I am now. I've never really lived in another state. So I've always just been in Texas, and I've always just wanted to just travel the whole world. Like I've never traveled international. The most was just like Cozumel, Mexico at a like cruise, but like I've never really gone to like a different country or like, you know, explore. After college, I literally was a seamstress. I was sewing pillows. I sewed pillows for like half a year, and then after that I moved up to be like quality control assistant supervisor, and from there I became logistics, like in the logistics for a manufacturing company, for a manufacturer pillow company. I really loved the job. Honestly, guys, I think back and I'm like, I really liked sewing the pillows. Like it was literally, I was in a sweatshop. I would grab the pillow. The pillows would be like coming in line. Here was your sewing machine. You would grab them, you would sew it, and you would put it back, and then there would be a catcher. So 1 hour you will sew, the next hour
you'll rotate to be the catcher in the back, put it in the bags, throw it. The next would be boxing, and the next
would be stuffing the pillow. So it was a fun job. Like honestly, at age 24, that was my job, and I look back and I'm just like, that was a really fun job. A lot of gossip. I had a good job. I was actually really happy. It taught me a lot of independence, and I was saving up money to get my first car. I was waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning to be there at 4 a.m. My mom would have to drive me every single day, Monday through Friday. My mom was driving me to my job, my very first real job, at age 24 with no car, and I was not ready to drive because I was so paranoid because my older brother, he was a crazy driver. I'm sorry, older brother, if you're watching this. I was traumatized driving because I was like, how do people drive? Like, there's no way. My first interview, I went on a taxi, y'all. Like, I had an interview in a taxi. I like came in there like a boss ass. Like, I remember coming in heels. I was gonna do a sewing test. Supervisor, she saw me up and down. She was like, and then she took me back there where the sewing ladies were and the sewing machines, and girl, and I was like, ugh. And I couldn't sew with it. I had to take my heel off, and I sewed that pillow, and I passed the test. So I got that job. That's how I got that job. Oh my god. And then I got my car, and I was so happy. I was so emotional. I know it's all late. Like, everybody has their journey, you know what I mean? But like, looking back, I got my first car. Not even getting on the freeway because, first of all, I was still pretty scared. So I was driving on the roads at 3 a.m. Perfect time to practice because there was not many cars during the time. So driving at 3 a.m. was exquisitely perfect, and then I'll be getting off at like 4. It was crazy. I pursued that with that company for 4 years, and I grew and grew and grew to like a logistics position. Then I quit that job, and then I became a supervisor, a shipping warehouse supervisor at luxury furniture brand, which I really love. For 2 years, like almost 2 years, I want to say, and then I ended up going over to a complete different, something that I just never even thought of. My friend got me this job. She was like, oh, you'd be so good at doing sales. And I was like, sales? Like, girl, like, I'm not good at sales. There's no way in hell I'm gonna sell anything. Like, I am zero. So she worked at this hotel, you know, it was the hotel industry, and I was like, girl, like, I don't know anything about hotels. All I know is that I want to book a hotel when I book a flight. You know, that's all I knew about hotels. So she got me into that job. Started in October of last year. Right before the pandemic hit, they laid me off. February 28th. 2 weeks later, pandemic came around. So it's like, oh my god, like now what am I gonna do now? Like, what am I gonna do? Let me just tell you, like, one of the things that one of my good friends have told me, sometimes things happen. Don't always think something that happens in your life is a negative situation that happens. Try to see it positive. So something that was not for you is because there's something bigger ahead, you know what I mean? So that's how I kind of like took it. At first I took it too hard. I was crying my eyes out. I was like, wow, I can't believe I got laid off. Like, what? This never happened to me. Like, I'm not one to be known to get laid off, and I was just so embarrassed to tell my parents. I remember just crying in a parking lot, calm myself down and just be like, wow, like now what I'm gonna do, you know? Like, I was literally really upset. And I spoke to my best friend, I spoke to one of my good friends, and they were just like telling me, hey, it's gonna be okay. I'm still unemployed, and I am taking the advantage of this time to just I just been kind of just self-reflecting on my life, and just self-reflecting on me, and thinking of what is it that I want to do, because it's something I've always struggled with, trying to find out what is my purpose. Like, and because I'm a freaking Libra, like all my Libras know, you are so indecisive. I am the most undecisive person, but like in a way it's good, because like it gets me an opportunity to like really focus, like what is it that I want to do. So that's why I got really emotional when I was let go, because I was like, man, if I'm not good at this, what am I good at, you know? Or like, what am I gonna do, you know? What do you want to do, Daniela? What do you want? All my brothers and sisters, they all had a specific thing, you know. My sister, she graduated, she has a career. My little sister, she has a family, you know, and she's gonna start her career soon. And then my brothers, I see them pursuing on their dreams and their goals, and here's me, you know, little old me is like what am I good at? How am I gonna make my parents proud, you know? This is where I am. Like, I finally found a really good passion. And not too long ago, I'm thinking about this business since I was, let's see, I started around June, just started 3 weeks ago, and I've been doing research like crazy. Before all this, I was living with my boyfriend, I want to say. I want to call him boyfriend. We're not really like official, but exclusively dating. So I moved in with him during the first pandemic era, which was all through March, and then May I moved in again with him about a month. And that's when I was experimenting with doing research already. Something happened where I don't want to get into much detail, and we just didn't see eye to eye. I think it was a little bit of frustration between the pandemic and living together and not having that balanced work life. I was waking up, yes, I was cooking and everything. That's why I was like doing TikToks on, like, if you pay attention on my TikToks, I was just doing like TikToks from his house. And you know, I got on TikTok and I was just like, I fell in love with TikTok. Like, literally it was my safe place. It was like a place where I'm like, I felt like real. I feel like I could have I felt good, and I still feel good about it. And that's all he saw from me. It was like I was just doing TikTok. It was like a waste of time. In his eyes, it was like okay, like, you know, you should try to build more skills. And I get it, you know, but we talked it over. Everything's good. During that time, you know, we left in a not a good note, but it kind of inspired me to even push even harder. And ever since, I just been on it. Like, even though we're cool now, but like, this has definitely kind of built the whole reason behind this business, and it's where my name comes from. So La Dani is, yes, me, but La Dani is a new version of me that I've truly been loving. For the longest, I've never really loved myself. It's always hard for me to love myself. It still is a little bit, but I love myself more than I've ever loved myself. But I'm beginning to learn to respect myself in the aspect of just knowing my self-value. So that's why I wanted to create this business. My closet was open. I'm so sorry about that. I wanted to create something, a visual affirmation, eyelashes. When you look in the mirror, is you see yourself, right? When every man or women wearing my eyelashes or lip gloss, I want them to have a reminder of that affirmation. Beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, amazing. My eyelashes are named a certain affirmation because when you put them on, I'm wearing sophisticated today, or I'm wearing intelligence today, I'm wearing independence today, I'm wearing confidence, just to help you guys remind yourself that you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are confident, you are sophisticated. That's why the hashtag wear independent beauty, because independence for me is everything. You know, it's scary to start your own business. It's really, really scary, but you have to take that risk. You have to take that jump. And that's something I really love about myself, is that I love taking risks, doing whatever it takes to get there. And I've never been so focused. I love it. You can do it. If you guys don't believe in yourself, like, don't let that self-doubt talk you through not doing something that you want to do in life. It doesn't hurt to try. I have nothing to lose. I gotta do it, because if I don't do it, I don't want to die at 80 years old or 90 years old and look back thinking, man, at age 30 I should have proceeded that dream that I had. I should have done it. If it doesn't work, at least I've tried. What is there to lose? So do what you love. Like, money comes and goes. The best thing you can do with money is invest it into something that you really, really are passionate about and you really believe in something. And I know I'm going to be working long hours. I know it, but that's what I want. That is what I want. At the end of the day, my motivation is looking at my future. When I do have kids, I want to show them, hey, dreams do come true. I'm a dreamer. I'm a hardcore, die-hard dreamer, and I know I have it in me. I believe in myself. I have faith. God is helping me throughout the way. This has been a really, really long video. I just noticed that. I'm going to do all these episodes to share my journey and, you know, to share my passion and hopefully help you guys start your own business. I'm doing this for me. Like, even if nobody watches, I want to look back and just look at my journey and my progress as I go. Look back and be like, wow, I did that. La Dani is basically this new version of myself, the new upgraded Dani. And Beauty & Co. Beauty is having that confidence to make the initiative, starting something. And then Co is company, but it's also that community. So short for company and community. And yeah, that's how my name came about. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. I hope I gave you guys a lot of transparency, but I'm gonna be throwing out them gems. We're going through this together. Anything that you guys want to see, I got you. I love lashes. I love makeup. Like, why not, right? All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and be on the lookout for my next episode. Don't forget to follow my social media down below. Sorry I was messing with my hair a lot. I want to say I covered everything. If not, there might be a two-part scene. No, I'm just kidding. Bye, guys. But I was just like, oh, wash my face, do my makeup real quick, and throw on this wig, and they would never know.